So here we are with all the selectable decks. Let's look at the decks. We checked out all the new cards. Let's kind of evaluate how good each deck is, what's going to get you the most value, just kind of right off the bat with some initial opinions, because we don't really know what the meta is at the moment. But just from what we already know, let's try to make some takes and see what's good, what's bad here. That's nice that they give you a difficulty rating of the deck as well, difficulty 1, so very beginner friendly. I like seeing that. It kind of gives you a little bit of insight if you know absolutely nothing about how the deck is going to be. Giving you Selefa, but you already have 3. Should have given you 2 more sets of legendaries. Yeah, I would recommend doing any pulls you have first to see what cards you get for the new stuff, to see what you want to pull. Information. Okay, here's the whole deck. So you get Quick Blader. That's good. I don't know if that's a default sword card. Probably not. I'm assuming since you're getting it in the deck. 3 Shinobi Squirrels. That's fun. Luminous. That's a good card. Oh, you get 3 of her, but she is a bronze, so that's not too big. 1 Prim. I don't know if you're even going to run this in sword. We'll see how it turns out, but this is kind of mid. 3 Band of Princesses. This is nice. You're probably going to be running this. Probably even as a 3 of. But it is a silver, so we don't really care about that too much. 3 Lyra. It's a pretty okay card. Hound of War. Pretty okay card. They're both great cards for the class. 2 Valse. Valse is another really good card for the class. You get 2 of them. It's a gold. Very nice. 3 Gelt. He's a new guy. So if you've already gotten a deck from 1, I think getting this deck is going to be really good because it does give you 3 of the Gelts. And we already figured out some really fun combos with Gelts. I think he's going to be pretty good for the new Swordcraft. 1 Rose. This is also a kind of iffy card. Not sure how strong its power actually is. It gets set up for some combos later if you end up not using the 0 cost. So it can get you some cool combos. I think it's a fun card. Pretty cool design. 2 Zirconia, that's big. So this card is really strong for Sword. I'm glad they added Zirconia in here, and not 1, you get 2 Zirconias. Night Ninja Master, this card's Garbo. It's an okay fill slot. 1 Amelia, that's nice to see. Amelia is probably pretty good in the deck. You can even combo Amelia with Gelt, and that gives you a really nice turn 6, even with just those 2 cards. 1 of the new Legendary, this card is going to be crazy. Very nice for mid and late game, fantastic card. And then you get 3 of this, which is a bronze, but it's also a win condition, so that's nice. Overall, I'd say this is really good. I like what's here. You know, you only get 1 of each of these legendaries, but for the actual value of Swordcraft, I'm going to give this like a 4 out of 5. This is a good deck. Ramp Dragon, also beginner friendly. Okay. Oh, and it looks like they're going to give you the meme legendary. Let's see what the deck has total. The new 1, it's a bronze. Doesn't really matter. Inherent Dragonute, it's situational. I don't think you really need this in the deck, but I guess you can run it for a fill. Meme deck, ain't no way anybody's choosing this. Yeah, your take on the new artifact portal. Oh, you got a deck code. I will check that out after I've already after I've looked at all the cards, but I'll check that out in a little bit. You get the Orca cards. 3 Zell. Give it Storm. That's not very good. And it's a silver. Isn't this base in the dragon? Don't you get 3 of these in the dragon base deck? Yeah, it might. We'll see. We'll see. I'll get around to it. If it's not, just post it again and I'll go check it out. Yeah, like what? Okay, that's whatever. This card is whatever. I think it's also in the base version. This card is very situational. The way Dragon is looking now, I don't think you're going to run this at all. I guess this is going more healing. 3 of the Seasoned Mermen. This is also kind of a mid card. There's better options around turn 5. Calamities. It's bronze. It's not that good. Draconic Strike. This is also kind of a meme card. Like, it's not atrocious or anything, but... yeah. Burnite's cool, but I don't think you really need Burnite for anything. Maybe if you're trying to do some kind of sustain build, where you're trying to get the 7 drop, and then like stay alive with Burnite and healing, but I kind of doubt that that's going to be meta relevant. So Bird Knight's another take it or leave it card. Only one of the new Neptune. That's not great. And Neptune's not even like an amazing card or anything. It's just good. 3 of the Silver Cloud Dragonairs. It's a terrible bronze. It's whatever. 1 of the new meme legendary. If you get the perfect situation, like, you can win with this. There's probably some funny builds in the future, but I don't believe this is going to be any kind of meta relevant. So it's a bit of a shoot and blank situation. As far as the legendaries in this, like, Bird Knight's okay. It's okay as a fill card, but I don't think you even want to run this if you're trying to make a like a meta relevant deck. Twilight's good. I don't think you really need it. And Genesis is a win con. If Ramp is better than it was the previous set, Genesis is good. Like, Genesis and Twilight are good. They're like kind of staples in the old. I don't know if I want to say old, because it might still be the same build of Ramp Dragon. Never allowed to be good due to having Ramp Mana Chest, so much advantage. Yeah, I don't think this is very good. I don't think this is a very good pickup for the Dragons. If you want to build Dragons, like, the only card you're probably using is probably Neptune. And if you were already playing Dragon on the first set, you probably already have Genesis. If you really want to meme around and you have like all the other cards you want, maybe. But this is looking pretty bad. Might use the last chunk of 30k for puppets. Ooh, okay, yeah, there's some new puppet support, but I don't know if the cat is going to do you anything. Okay, so this one might be good. Another difficulty 1. A lot of difficulty 1s, beginner friendly, with Wilbert as the main card. Okay, so this is interesting. You get 3 of the new Divine Guards. That's pretty good. 1 of this neutral, also a pretty good card. 3 Fox of Purities, which you can run in the deck. There's a couple things you might want to run over Fox of Purity, but it's pretty solid. 3 of the Sorisa, which you're probably going to run. 3 of the Dark Haven, which you're probably going to run. 3 of the Serene, which this is going to be a staple in every Haven deck. But you might already have 3. I'm not sure if this came in the base set. Luminous Cleanser. I think this is kind of a fill card or censor. It's either a fill card, or if you're running a more amulet driven build, I don't think you're going to run this in the Ward version of the deck. 3 Shield Maidens, great for the deck. 3 Clerics of Crushing, great for the deck. 3 Colettes. This is, again, more towards the amulet build of the deck, but it is 3 of a new card that we just got. So that's pretty good. 3 Dose of Holiness, it's a great card you run on the deck. 2 Ronavero. Dark Haven Wards. Wow. They're giving you 2 of this guy. This guy is part of the win con for what Haven already is, to be able to get through with some damage, you know, because he gets stealth, he pops a card. Really good card for them to throw in the deck. 1 of the Selefa, which you're going to be running in the deck probably 3 of. So great to see. Card from the base set. 1 Agnes. A little bit situational, kind of only for the amulet, more focused build of the deck. I'd say it's okay. They're giving you a little bit of both worlds. Wilbert is going to be the main card for the Ward version of the deck. So this is cool to see. You got the 1 Wilbert. Very nice. 3 Vessels. I don't know if you're going to run Vessel anymore. We'll see. It's still a great board wipe on 6. And if you're running the Amulet version, maybe it's good. But I don't think you're going to run this in the Ward version of the deck. We'll see how it turns out. Still, a good card and 2 golds. Nice to see. And 3 of the Sacred Griffin, which is kind of a win condition. You usually only run 2. I think even in this new build, you're only going to run 2. But this is a win condition for you engage and you get Storm. So I think this is pretty good. This is great. All things considered, this gives you a lot of new cards. It gives you 3, 2 of that, 3 of that card, which you're going to use in both builds. You know, the Foxes, 3 of the new Divine Guard, which is a silver new card. This is good. This is great. I'm going to give this like a 4 out of 5, a 5 out of 5. Worst case, you can't Wilbert on 6. You can go Cup and Aether. Yeah, I guess you could do that too. If you don't get Wilbert, maybe is another 6 drop. But this is good. All around, this is like a 4, maybe 5 out of 5 as far as pickups for the pre-constructed decks. This is great. I highly recommend picking this up if you're looking to go Haven for this set. And even in the future, because it does give you some very good cards. Ooh, okay, nice. Earthright, difficulty 2, we're kicking it up a notch. What do we got in the Earthright deck? So, standard. I'm not even really going to talk about the bronzes. This is a neutral, but it's also a very good neutral. I don't think you're going to run this in Earthright, but it is a good neutral. 2 of this card, it's great for Earthright. Draw 2, restore 2 on Super Evo, but you got to remember, you're blowing a Super Evo for this, and is that worth it? We'll see. Maybe if you're doing this, right, because you could get 4 Earth Signals out of this if you're using this card into the new 10 cost, or a card that buffs your board or doubles everything you have on board. This is turning into a 10-10, basically, that's drawing 2 and restoring 2. So, potentially scary, but it's going to be fairly easy to out, just a big body combo potential. Just a good card, though. Pretty good card. It's a 2-drop, if nothing else. Pascal's Dance. This is that card I was talking about that gives you the crest. Draw a card, and then you double the attack of everything. This is probably going to be like the win con for Earthright, where you just build a massive board, and then you drop a Pascal. But we'll see. I'm thinking something like you drop the new Lilithan. How do you say this? Liland? Yeah, Lilithan. And then you just use the 2-pop on like turn 10. And this can't be targeted, so it's going to be extremely difficult for them to out. They're going to have to either pop Random Select or Bane down your board. Because that'll be able to swing for like 16 if you Super Evolve it. Which is kind of cool. Kind of cool, honestly. I like the new Earthright stuff. Owen, great card for spell boosting. Only one of, a little unfortunate. 3 of the Teachings, great card for both versions of the deck. It's a ton of healing, really difficult to get over. 3 Remy, that's cool. 3 of the new Enchanting Perfumer, that's cool. Edelweiss, that's a staple for Earthright, really good card. Glacial Crash, 3 of a new Bronze, and 1 Kuan. Kuan is still kind of like a win con. You're probably still going to run Kuan and Earthright, just because it's so good. I feel like you still run Kuan and Anna and Grey, but we'll see. Did some playtesting about your Lord artifacts. Feel a little silly. You haven't drawn Icarus yet. Oh no. But overall, this is good. Gives you 1 of the new card, 1 of Kuan. Would be cool if it gave you an Anna and Grey too. But Kuan still seems like a win con for this deck as well. Because another thing you could do, right, is if you already have the 10 with Pascal, you could like Pascal and Kuan on turn 9. And then get like a massive board that way. So, you know, some interesting stuff. Interesting combos. This is good. I would say as far as a pickup, this is like a 4 out of 5. It's like a 4 out of 5, maybe a 3 out of 5, but this is a good pickup if you're looking to play Rune this patch. Not so much Spell Boost. If you were already playing Spell Boost before, I don't think this is going to pivot you into anything a lot better. But if you want to play the new Earthright cards, I think this is a good pickup. Moving on, we got Abyss. Now, this is something I'm really interested in playing this patch because it looks a lot more fun than it was before. You have a lot more options with Reanimate, also difficulty 2. Let's check it out. What do we get? Death Slash, I think, is going to be much better than it was before in the new version of the deck, with a lot of trades. 3 of the new Viola, which is a great card. Reanimating this is super good too. So if you reanimate this, and you boost something with Storm, like say this gets reanimated, and then you get 1 Excella, I wish it gave you 2, but 1 is fine. You're going to get an extra 2 off of this if the other card gets reanimated, and then you drop this for Storm. So I think that card's pretty good. Devious Mummy, that's good. These are all, yeah, Soul, Predation, all great cards. 3 Bone Mancers, 1 Laura, that's fine. This card, I'm not confident putting this card in the deck at the moment, because it seems a little situational. but pretty okay, I guess. It's okay. 3 Crypts, fantastic. 2 Sarahs, that's very nice. Do you get free daily pack or free packs over? I think you should get free dailies, but it's probably not going to reset until 4 p.m. my time, because we got the update, but I don't think it reset the dailies. So give it like 12 hours and see if it resets. Okay, Darksteel Demon, that's cool. It's a pretty solid card, gets you some draw. It was decent in the deck before. We'll see if it's still a card you want to run. This card's okay. It's okay as a filler. 3 of the new Undead Soldiers, that's fun. 1 Cerberus and 1 Gensetsu. I think that's great. You're probably not going to run 3 Gensetsus, but you're probably going to run at least 1. So this is actually a really good pickup as far as legendaries with Cerberus and Gensetsu. You're likely running both of them in whatever Abyss deck you decide to build. Unless you're going hyper aggro and you don't even want to hit the late game, which might be possible now with Excella and the new Storm cards. But this looks really good. I give this another 4 out of 5, 5 out of 5 for a good pickup for Blood. Or Abyss, sorry. Alright, Portal. Ooh, I like the aesthetic. Let's check it out. Puppetry Portal. Another difficulty 2. Alright, what do we get? Let's see what's inside. You get the new neutral. Sure, 2 dark sides, that's whatever. Good card, but it's a bronze. 3 puppets. 3 puppet cats. This card is terrible. Nobody's going to run that. 3 puppeteers, that's nice. 3 of the Veer Heart Slayers. It's kind of iffy. It might be alright mid-game, but I don't think this is a must. Boom. Daily quests are up. Nice. Part quests, and now instead of saying no quitting, it just says early forfeits. Yeah. So I guess you can forfeit. Maybe you just got to make it to Super Evo. I'm not sure what the conditions for that actually are. 3 Puppet Theaters, that's cool. Medical Grade, cool. Cool, cool. 2 Divine Thunders, that's kind of nice, I guess. Alright. Ashim, Lord of Despair, this dude's funny. He yoinks one of your opponent's cards, so imagine like yoinking a Kage, and he banishes it too on their side, so they don't get the crest, you get the crest. This dude's really funny. I don't know if you're gonna run him, but it's a fun card. You get 1 of the new Zwei, that's pretty chill. 3 Noahs, that's good. I don't think you're gonna really run Synchronosis Hearts. It's sort of mid. Like, you would just want to run Sylvia, right? Or Noah. Like, I don't think there's room for really this card, but you get 1. It is what it is. 2 Sylvias, that's fantastic. Orcus, that's fantastic. And 1 Zwei, which is a pretty solid new legendary at a 5 cost. So, this is good. I give it, you get the Orcus, you get the Sylvias. And then all the other tools you need essentially for Puppet, but the rest of the deck is pretty cheap. I give this like a 3 out of 5. It's good. I mean, it gives you Orcus. So. Yeah, no Liam, strangely, for Puppets. But yeah, 3 out of 5. It could have given you some better stuff. Pixie Forest Craft. Ooh, are they actually saying we can win with Pixies now? With the new cards, it kind of looked like you could. But let's see what we get. Difficulty 3. So this is more of an expert deck. This card that makes me angry looking at it, Fairy Fencer, has the same effect as, or has the same name. It's also a fairy, but it doesn't have the pixie trait for whatever reason. But yeah, 3 of that new card. Ambush from Above, a really solid card. A nice pop for Forest, really cheap. 3 of the Maze, you always run 3 Maze. 3 of the Good Fairy, you run 3 of that. 3 Twinkle Toes, you're probably running 3 of that. 1 of the new Gardens of Lore, you're probably going to run 3 of this too. So you're going to have to find 2 more copies of that. It's only a gold though. 2 of the Roach, which is likely still the main win condition for Forest. Nice that they give you 2. If you picked up the first deck, I think they gave you, in the first set, I think they already gave you 1. So if you picked Forest before and you're picking Forest now, you should have a completed deck even with no pulls whatsoever. Grasshopper sucks. Cynthia's a nice card that enables a possible new win condition with fairies. Wish they gave you 2, but 1 is fine. This dude is more of a fill card. 1 Titania, very nice to see. Getting one of the new legendary. 1 Aria, that's cool. This enables fairies. This lets the fairies go face. So you got some damage there. And then 2 Bale. Bale is still really good for the deck if you're going the low cost version of the deck. And this card is pretty decent. Overall, I'd say this is like a 4. This is like a 4 out of 5. It's a good pickup. It completes the deck essentially if you have like any other forest cards. So if you've already got some forest cards, I think you can actually make a full deck with this. This will probably complete your forest deck if you've already gotten like a core to it. If nothing else, it gives you some great fill cards. They don't offer Artifact Portal a free deck. Yeah, nah, they're like, you wanna build that, you're gonna. I mean, all the cards in it are pretty cheap, but you want to build that, you gotta pay or draw good. But yeah, that does it for all the decks. I think they're pretty good pickups, probably better than the first decks by quite a significant margin. I like what they're offering for most of them. A couple aren't so great. I would recommend probably the Sword one, the Haven one, the Rune one if you want to run Earthright. If you're already running Spell Boost, I don't think I would recommend this. The Blood one is good if you're wanting to get a kickstart on Blood. It gives you pretty much everything you need. The Puppetry one is kind of meh. If you're running puppets, even if you're running puppets, maybe if you don't have a 3rd Orcus, this could round you out. But like the Orcus is really the only reason you're picking this deck up. And Pixie Forecast, really solid, really solid. Finishes off the deck, and if not finishes the deck, gives you a really fun core to play around with too, in whatever direction you want to go with it. And that does it for all of the new decks. Hopefully you're able to pick up whatever you want, and hopefully we get more of these kind of pre-built decks for the new expansions in the future.